In ancient times, people would wear strings of garlic around their neck for the purpose of warding off vampires. Uh, I don't know whether there's vampires existing today. Sometimes I wonder, but garlic can still ward off some other things, and these other things are involved in a reduction in health. Garlic, in other words, is very health protective. So let's talk a little today about some of the health protective effects of garlic and why you should consider including in your diet. Of course, garlic is sometimes called the stinking rose. It's very pungent. It has what they call organosulfur compounds. And these are, again, these are what's responsible for the very pungent odor and taste and sharp taste of garlic. Garlic is in the same family. It's called the allium family as onion. Garlic's related to not only onion, but shallots and leeks. Each segment of a garlic bulb is called a clove, and there's about 10 to 20 cloves in a single bulb. That's about that. It's been used throughout history. In fact, in World War I, they didn't have a lot of antibiotics available. So what they would do to treat wounds of soldiers that had been shot or injured, they'd actually rub garlic on the wound, because garlic is a natural, potent antibacterial, has very, very potent antibacterial properties. Garlic has been used by major civilizations throughout history for various health purposes, including Egyptians, Babylonians, Greeks, Romans, and Chinese. Again, the major compounds in garlic that are responsible for its health properties are called sulfur compounds, and these are released when a garlic clove is chopped, crushed, or chewed. The most famous of these organosulfur compounds that are found in garlic is called allicin. Not like the woman's name Allison. This is spelled Allicin. Now, you see a lot of garlic. Here's a little tip for you. A lot of garlic supplements will claim that they have a certain amount of allicin in the supplement. But the truth of the matter is allicin is extremely unstable. It breaks down very fast, and it's only present even in fresh garlic for just a very short time after the garlic is chewed or crushed. So the odds of allicin actually existing in garlic supplements is almost nil. In other words, it's basically, there might be trace amounts of allicin in the compound in these garlic supplements, but very little. But of course, the supplement companies don't tell you that. Allicin is the main compound in garlic that's responsible for a lot of its cardiovascular protective effects, including lowering of blood pressure. But there's other compounds besides allicin that are found in garlic that also are involved in producing the health benefits associated with garlic. These include, again, sulfur compounds like disulfide and S-allylcysteine. Those two compounds are found in a type of garlic supplement called aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract doesn't have allicin because it's been processed, and of course the allicin is long gone. However, it has these other sulfide compounds that are equally beneficial. In fact, in some ways, they're even more beneficial. Garlic has very few calories. You can eat it on any type of diet, including a low carbohydrate or ketogenic diet. It doesn't have a lot of nutrients. A single clove of garlic has about 1% of the daily value of vitamin C, 1% for selenium, and it has 0.6 grams of dietary fiber. The clove itself contains 4.5 calories, 0.2 grams of protein, and various other nutrients. Garlic is not a treasure house of nutrients, but again, the main benefit of garlic is not so much the nutrient content, rather these sulfur compounds, which is unique to certain plant products like garlic and onions, can't be found anywhere else. Now, what does garlic do for you? It can protect against various illnesses, and garlic is known to improve the function of the immune system. As a matter of fact, garlic, when you eat garlic, it interacts with the intestinal microbiome, which I mentioned in several past videos. The intestinal microbiome is the population of bacteria, fungi, and other organisms that exist in the colon or large intestine, and it has tremendous effects on just about everything in the body, from the brain to the feet. It affects how you digest protein, fat, carbohydrates, and also 99% of your immune system interacts with the gut microbiome. And when you eat garlic, you favor the growth of beneficial bacteria that increases your immune response. And this probably explains why garlic has been shown in a couple of studies to have preventive effects against some diseases. For example, a 12-week study found that ingesting a daily garlic supplement reduced the number of colds by 63% compared to a placebo. The average length of the cold symptoms was reduced by 70% from 5 days in the placebo to just 1.5 days in the garlic group. Another study found that a high dose of aged garlic extract came out to 2.56 grams a day, about a little over 2 grams a day. By the way, that's the amount of garlic I use is, let me think, I take 4 grams of aged garlic a day. That's what I've been doing this for quite some time. But that amount of garlic reduced the number of 6 days with a cold or flu by 61%. In other words, garlic doesn't actually kill the influenza virus, but it builds up your immune system to such an extent that your immune system is able to take on the virus and reduce the let's say the illness that's associated with it by 61%. That's pretty impressive. So another thing it does is garlic's famous. A lot of people take garlic for reduction in blood pressure. As I said, the main compound involved with blood pressure reduction in relation to garlic is allicin. But the other sulfur compounds also play a role, such as the ones I mentioned earlier that's found in aged garlic. Human studies have found garlic supplements to have a significant impact on reducing blood pressure in people with high blood pressure. Several studies have shown that. For example, one study showed where people were given 600 to 1,500 milligrams of aged garlic extract, and it was just as effective as a beta blocker drug. That's a drug prescribed to treat high blood pressure. In this case, it's called atenolol. It was just as effective at reducing blood pressure over a 24-week period. So obviously, aged garlic extract has a potent effect on reducing blood pressure. Might be a good idea. Actually, you need a good amount of garlic extract to have an effect on blood pressure. You would have to equal eating about 4 garlic cloves a day. That would come out to about 4,000 milligrams of a garlic extract. I take a garlic extract where 2 capsules supply 2 grams. So if I take 4 capsules a day, I got 4 grams, and that's the amount shown to have definite cardiovascular protection effects. You have to eat a good amount. I know people that actually chew garlic. Rather than take garlic supplements, they will chew the garlic. As a matter of fact, there used to be this kind of weird guy at the original Gold's Gym. Rick Drayson talked about him in one of his videos. They used to call him the missing link. And this guy used to chew a whole clove of garlic before working out. And the effect was so pungent that when he used to take a drink out of the water fountain at Gold's Gym, the water fountain would reek of garlic for like 2-3 hours. I mean, you couldn't even get near that water fountain. It was reeking. There was another story of a famous actress who was in a movie with a famous actor. They had to do a love scene where they had a kiss. Anyway, this actress and actor didn't get along. They didn't get along at all. They hated each other. But they had to do a kissing scene. So what the actor did is he chewed an entire clove of garlic before they turned on the cameras, and he had to kiss this actress. The actress, you can look her up. She was very beautiful in her day. Her name was Ursula Andress. She was in the original James Bond film Dr. No, walking up on the beach in a bikini. But anyway, he kissed her with this, after chewing on this big clove of garlic, and she literally screamed. They had to stop the camera. She was cursing and screaming at the top of her lungs. I wish they could have taped that. That would have been great to see. Garlic also improves cardiovascular health by affecting blood lipids. Garlic can lower both total and low density lipoprotein cholesterol. Those people with high cholesterol, garlic supplements can reduce total and LDL cholesterol by about 10 to 15%, which isn't bad. That comes close to the amount of cholesterol reduction induced by statin supplements. But garlic has far fewer side effects than drugs. If you look at LDL, which is called the bad cholesterol, it's a misnomer. LDL is not really bad cholesterol. But anyway, it's the type associated with cardiovascular disease. HDL is called the good cholesterol because it helps remove cholesterol out of the blood and into the liver where it's degraded. It's bile. But anyway, garlic appears to lower LDL, but it has no effect on HDL, which is not bad. High triglyceride levels are another risk for heart disease because they can be converted eventually into low-density lipoprotein, but garlic doesn't have much of an effect on triglyceride levels. If you want to lower, if you have elevated triglyceride levels, triglyceride level basically is fat. If you have elevated triglyceride levels, if you take fish oil, if you take about 2 to 3 grams of fish oil a day, it'll lower your triglyceride levels an average of 63%. In fact, they actually give out, doctors will give out prescription forms of fish oil, which cost about 8 times more than the over-the-counter fish oil, to treat elevated blood triglycerides. But these prescription forms of fish oil are no better than the ones you could buy off the shelf. Garlic also has antioxidant action, which in some cases seems to help prevent brain degeneration diseases, including Alzheimer's and other types of dementia. Free radicals are involved in the onset of dementia because they cause a brain inflammation, which eventually destroys neurons. High doses of garlic supplements have been shown to increase antioxidant enzymes in human. I'm talking about natural endogenous antioxidants, which are usually enzymes such as superoxide dismutase, catalase, and glutathione. Taking higher doses of garlic supplements increases the activity of those, and it also will reduce oxidative stress, including oxidative stress in the brain. So it can. There are some studies that show that people who eat garlic tend to have extended longevity, probably because it helps to fight infectious diseases, but also because it helps to boost immune system. As people get older, the immune system starts to wane. If you follow the news, you might have noticed that they talk about COVID-19 being especially dangerous for older people. They advise, right now, for example, they're advising older people to get a fourth COVID vaccine if they've already had 3. And the reason for this is older people tend to have depressed immunity as they get older. There's various reasons for that. But the point is the lower immunity of older people makes them much more prone to diseases, including COVID-19. As a matter of fact, you might have heard about some old person, really old person, maybe 100 years of age of older, where they say they died of old age. Well, there's no such thing as dying of old age. Something has to kill you. In most cases, when you read that somebody died of old age, it means that they died of immune failure. In other words, they might have contracted something like the flu, which normally would not be really that dangerous to a younger person, but an older person, they don't have the immune system to deal with it, and it winds up killing them. So in that sense, garlic could help. There's some evidence that garlic might help athletic performance. Ancient cultures gave their athletes garlic to reduce fatigue and improve the work capacity. It was even given to Olympic athletes at the original Olympics in ancient Greece. There have been a lot of human studies. Most of the studies that show that garlic increases athletic performance have involved rodents. But in one small study, people with heart disease who took garlic oil for 6 weeks had a 12% reduction in peak heart rate and better exercise capacity. An interesting fact about garlic that a lot of people don't know, and again, this involves rodent studies. To my knowledge, there's no human studies to prove this, but several rodent studies have shown that garlic increases testosterone. I'm not sure exactly how it does that, but it increases both testosterone and sperm count in rodents. Whether it does so in humans is open to question, but it might. So it might do that. Another thing that garlic does that helps keep you healthy, it detoxifies what they call heavy metals. These are various toxic metals like mercury and others that can cause all kinds of neurological problems, a lot of negative health effects. A 4-week study in employees at a car battery plant where the workers had heavy exposure to lead, which is a heavy metal, found that garlic reduced lead levels in the blood by 19%. It also reduced many clinical signs of lead toxicity, including headaches and high blood pressure. 3 doses of garlic each day outperformed the drug D-penicillamine in reducing symptoms of excess lead accumulation. Garlic can also improve bone health. There's, again, no human studies show that, but rodent studies have shown that it can minimize bone loss by increasing estrogen in females. One study in menopausal women or older women found that a daily dose of dry garlic extract equal to 2 grams of raw garlic significantly increased a marker of estrogen deficiency. So this is suggesting that consuming garlic or garlic supplements can, increase, help protect bone mass, especially in older women. So let me see. Garlic side effects. Of course, the main side effect is bad breath. Garlic has potent anticoagulant effects. It prevents blood clots, which is good for preventing heart attacks and strokes. But if you're taking blood thinning medications, you have to be a little bit careful about certain supplements like garlic and ginkgo, which are natural anticoagulants. But in other people, that's actually a benefit of garlic. So I think that's about it. There's many other things to talk about with garlic, but I think that covers it. As I said, I myself, I've been using garlic for many years. I've been using it for, let me think, maybe 30 years. I've been taking garlic extract. I've tried various types. What I usually do is I stick with what they call aged garlic extract. I'm not going to name company names because I don't want to make this into a commercial, and I don't want to be a shill for companies where I increase, have people buy their product. That's not my purpose in doing these videos. But suffice to say, there's various brands of aged garlic extract you could use. And again, you want to aim for about 2 to 4 grams a day. Like I say, the one I take gives 2 capsules, give me 2 grams of garlic. So I take 4 of them a day. Take 2 in the morning and 2 later on at night, and that's the way I use garlic. And but the good thing about aged garlic extract is that it doesn't come out in your breath. You won't have that intense garlic breath. It doesn't come through your skin. However, if you don't want to take any garlic supplements, you can always just use garlic as a food, add it to food. Or you could do it like that crazy guy at the gym. You could actually chew the garlic if you can handle that. It could be a little irritating if you eat more than 1 garlic clove. It can cause a little irritation to the esophagus, so you got to be careful with that. But it's the cheapest way to go if you can handle it. So that's about it for garlic. If you want more information about nutrition, exercise science, anti-aging research you can use today, effective fat loss methods, ergogenic age, hormonal therapy, supplement science, which supplements work, which ones don't, women's health and fitness, many other topics. I cover more topics in Applied Metabolics than any other digital publication. It's anywhere from 30 to 50 pages each month. It comes out on the first of every month. It has no ads. It's pure evidence-based information. Also includes something that nobody else can match, and that's my 60 years of constant study and experience in the gym. I know what works and what doesn't work for most people, and I include that in Applied Metabolics. So subscribe today, www.appliedmetabolics.com. And when you subscribe, I'll send you an invitation to join my private Applied Metabolics Facebook page, where each day I post new information on nutrition, exercise science, and general health and medicine. I also have an email portal on my Applied Metabolics website, where current subscribers only. I don't accept unsolicited questions. You can ask me short questions about anything they might have read in Applied Metabolics or anything else that comes to mind related to health, nutrition, and exercise. Let's see, what else can I tell you? You're welcome to leave comments under these videos. Also, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, because if you subscribe, I put out a new video each week, one a week. And when you subscribe, I believe that you get an email notification of the posting of each new video. And I think you'll learn a lot from these videos, and of course they're free. But my Applied Metabolics is not expensive at all, by the way. It costs about as much as per month. That would be less than buying a what is the name of that famous coffee chain? Buying one of their fancy coffees. it would be cheaper than that. By the way, the coffee, Starbucks is what I was trying to think of. One of the Starbucks lattes, whatever they call them. If you had one a day of those, you'd be spending a lot more on that than you would on my newsletter. But you wouldn't get much out of the latte other than a brief period of feeling good. You'd get a lot more out of reading my newsletter. And what else could I say? That's about it, really. If you want to have the best friend you'll ever have, go to your local shelter and adopt a dog. They are the best. And go get that garlic. And if there's any people that you don't like, that you want to get away from, if you can handle it, chew a clove of garlic and make sure you talk close to them. And I think that you'll never see them again. Take care.